Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. Men out there, all right. Women come and go. Don't get too stuck on one woman. All right, don't get too stuck on these women, bro. They come and go. There are millions. Keep saying this in a lot of my videos. There are millions of girls out there. There are millions of tens, millions of beautiful women out there. Just because she looks good to you, that doesn't mean there's another woman out there who are even better than her. All right, don't have this feeling that you might lose her. Okay, you lose her. How you know how you know that she's the one? How you know the next girl that's you're gonna meet in your life is gonna be that next one? All right. There's no such thing of a perfect mate. I keep saying that to guys. There's no such thing of that one woman. All right. There's a woman that you're willing to put up with. All right. Because besides from looks, a lot of women have good looks. Aside from sexuality, a lot of women are very sexual. Right? Is what are you willing to put up with? All right. And you lose her. Okay, very well, lose her. If she's willing to walk out, let her walk. There's a lot. Girls can be replaced. Right? Your sanity can't. Your mentality cannot be replaced. Once you lose your mind, that's it. You're screwed. Right? These women out there will make you lose your mind. Right? If you don't understand this. Right? If she's willing to walk out with you, let her walk out. If she's willing to be with you, let her be with you. Don't force her to be in a relationship with you. Right? Or it goes vice versa. Women don't force a guy to be in a relationship with you as well. Right? So don't get this mentality that you're stuck to one woman. All right, guys are guys by nature. They're supposed to reproduce as much mate as they can. All right. So because of that, we cannot be stuck to just one person. How do you know? And we live in 2023. Women just divorce men randomly, right? If you just keep stuck in one woman, that's gonna create more mental instability in your mind. All right, you need to learn to let things go. When you learn to let things go, you're not emotionally attached. You're easy to move on with your life. Right? You're easy to move on because when a girl disappoints you, when she dump you, you don't want to harbor on these old feelings, and then next thing you know you off yourself. Right? You don't want to off yourself because of a woman don't want you. Well, you have to accept that fact. Sometimes women don't want you. Let her go. There's plenty of women out there. There's millions of women out there. Millions of beautiful women out there. Right? Don't let their look deceive you. Right? There are more better girls out there. Right? I keep hearing things from my friends, right? Oh, and I bring that example, like, hey, because my friend, he liked the military, right? And he one of his regrets is that he never joined the military. And I was like, why didn't you join the military? And he gave me this excuse. Well, if I join the military, I won't meet my wife right now. So you gotta let your wife create all these regrets? Like, dude, you should have already been in that. You should have been chasing your dream. Your wife should not be your dream. A woman should not be a main focus of a man. All right? Because when you look today, guys can have multiple wives. There's no perfect person. He thinks his wife right now is a perfect person for him. Not realizing that she could divorce him like that. She could break his heart like that. Okay, now you sacrifice your dream for a woman, and now your wife divorced you. Now you wish you could just go back to getting your dream. No, because you think he had this mindset that if he would have just followed his dream, he would have met the woman of his child. Not realizing the woman of his child could deceive him at any moment. Women could be deceivers. Right? That's my point. Right? Women can prevent a guy from chasing his dream. Because he's so stuck on this one woman, right? He's so blue-pilled. He think that his wife is the end all be all of his relationship. I'm beginning to question, like, if his wife divorced him, will he be mentally stable? Will he snap, or will he not snap? Right? Because this is the woman that stopped him from chasing what he wanted in life. He wanted to join the military because of that. Because he found his girlfriend right now, his wife right now. She totally prevented him from joining the military. Because he think that his life stopped for a woman. Guys, the life stop does not... When you meet a woman, that doesn't mean your life stops. You keep pushing out there. When you meet a woman, you still push what you want in life. Your life does not stop because of a woman. Alright? You need to realize that. Right? Woman comes and go, man. Because women comes and go, that means you have to stop your life. Like I said, in my previous video, marriage is like a pit stop. Sooner or later, that pit stop gonna move on. Sooner or later, that marriage gonna stop having the sparks, and you're gonna build up resentment. All right. When you with the same woman all the time, you begin to be tired of them. It's like eating the same food over and over. It's just human nature, right? It's being redundant. It starts being redundant when you're in the same relationship. And what does that do? What does that do? It creates all these bad resentment. It leads people to divorce themselves. They lead to people to be unhappy. They lead them to pursue infidelity and stuff like that. All right, like I said, marriage is the pit stop. It's not. It's just a period in your life. Why do you think most marriage right now end up in divorce and they move on to a next marriage, right? And then the next marriage, right? People who have multiple marriages, they have multiple pit stop in life. That's what it is. First marriage, a pit stop 1. Second marriage, pit stop 2. Third marriage, pit stop 3. The end of your road is when in the grave. That's it. A marriage is a pit stop. Some men out there have a pit stop that lasts until to the death. They just won't move. They just settle. They just settle. That's what it is. And when you settled, right, it's easy for you to get heartbroken easier because you're not building that idea you have to let things go, right? Women come and go all the time, especially in marriage. Guys have multiple wives. And I keep asking, why do guys have multiple wives? Why don't you learn from your mistake from your first one? But some guys, they're just hard headed like that. They're not gonna learn. They're not gonna learn from the first marriage. They think that they have this hope, this ideology that is different with another marriage. When in actuality, it's all the same. Right? You're gonna feel tired of being in your relationship, being tired with your family, not family, being tired with that woman, and then you wanna break off because it get monotonous over time. Right? Things become repetitive. You see the same old person. You're having sex with the same woman. Like I said, men are biologically to procreate with multiple women. Now, what happened when you go against their biology? When you're stuck with one woman all the time? This is why the Bible said we're allowed to have concubines. Right? Men are allowed to have concubines. Why do you think Abraham? I think it's Abraham, right? Have Ishmael with one of the slaves because he had to have a son, right? And he allowed him to have a concubine. So, don't get stuck on one woman. It's going to only destroy you because you're not building that shield against you. About the shield that women are infallible, right? They can never do this to you. They come and go. There are millions of women out there. No matter what age you're in life, no matter what age you are in life, right? You could replace that woman. Women are replaceable. I don't want to make them sound like they're objects, right? But women, the reason why they're replaceable because women have different personality from one to one. They have personality, but yet again, they have the same nature, right? They could be conniving, could be destructive, but yet again, some of them could have better personality than others. Right, some of them could be they all could be combative, but some of them could be less combative than others. Right? They all could be destructive, right? Like these kind of instincts, the woman nature. They all could be destructive, but some women could be less destructive than others. Like I said, women out there that you are with right now, these are the women. These are not the perfect women. These are women that you're willing to deal with. All right, you're willing to deal with her because she's less combative than the previous woman. You're willing to put up with her mess because she's less destructive. Alright? Like I said, there's no such thing as a perfect person. There's a people that you're willing to deal with. Alright? Sometimes you get to a point when you get tired, then the marriage fails. Alright? You have to learn not to get stuck on one woman. If you do, you're only setting yourself for failure, setting yourself for emotionally damage, destructions in your life that you do not need. Guys do not need in their life. We dealing with the real world as it is. The real world provides enough destruction for men as it is. This is something that you can control. All right, you need to control yourself. Being with the right woman. If not, you're gonna fall into the pit of hell. You're gonna be one of these beta male simp out there that keep thinking that there's the right one. There's no such thing of the right one. There's people that you will deal with. On that note, guys, if you like what I'm saying, leave like, share, subscribe. If you want to add something, leave a comment below. And as always, peace and blessings.